I once believed I was truly loved. He entered my life with a gentleness that made me dare to trust again. He was the first person who didn't walk away when I told him I was afraid of being alone. When I fell silent, he stayed, held my hand, and said, "I'm here. You don't have to be alone anymore." That single sentence was enough for me to place my whole heart in his hands. He remembered that I often couldn't sleep, that I was afraid of quiet rooms. He stayed and listened to my most tangled thoughts, the fears I didn't know how to name. There were nights I cried without knowing why, and he simply held me tightly, as if letting go, even a little, would cause me to fall apart. I trusted him. I believed that someone who understood my fear of loneliness would never be the one to push me back into it. I loved him with all my vulnerability, without hiding, without holding anything back. But then, he changed. He grew quieter, pulled his hand away when I needed it most. His messages became shorter, his embraces empty. I tried to hold on to what remained, blamed myself for being too sensitive, too afraid. I never imagined that while I was trying to stay, he was already leaving. The new girl appeared when he was tired of my depth. She did not carry old wounds, did not need him to stay through the darkest moments. With her, he did not have to be a shelter, did not have to listen to the repeated fears of someone terrified of being alone. She gave him a sense of ease, of breathing freely, a place where he did not have to carry responsibility for anyone's emotions, but his own. The day I learned he had betrayed me, the most painful part was not losing him, but realizing that the person who promised I would never be alone was the one who left me alone in my deepest fear. He apologized, but apologies could not fill the nights I sat in the dark, asking myself where I went wrong by loving too honestly. He moved on to another life, and I stayed behind, learning how to face the loneliness I once believed he would help me survive. After everything, I understand this. Some people come into our lives, hold our hands when we are weakest, and then let go when we need them most. And the greatest pain is not betrayal itself, but being left alone with all the trust we once gave away.